Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today we're going to talk about what to do with all the things after attending a big weekend retreat. In this video, I'll be showing you what I'm going to do with the things from class number 2 from the November 2021 Crop and Create Delivered. Okay, so here is my class kit from Crop and Create Delivered November 2021. Kit number 2, this was a class by Vicki Boutin, and it of course included some mixed media. We made 2 double page layouts and 2 single page layouts. And this is the intro to her class. It's a little quote by her. It says, "Let go and have fun with the process of creating. The learning comes from the doing and getting used to being uncomfortable as you practice and play." That's very much her. And I remember the very first time I took a class from Vicki. She works so hard to pack so much into her classes that I felt like it was like a little bit like scrapbooking on speed. Like my brain couldn't keep up, my hands couldn't keep up. I was so lost. And mixed media is just not really my jam. I don't do it very often. And so when you don't practice something, it's a little bit foreign to you and yeah, harder to keep up. But anyways, I did learn a lot. I always do from her. I think she's a great teacher. Anyhow, here is my layout number 1 from the second class, and it is all finished. It involved some mixed media here in the center, which was a technique I hadn't tried before, a stenciling technique I hadn't tried before, but was surprisingly easy to do. And then there was some fussy cutting of these like rainbow circle thingies and just how to like make them stretch across 2 pages. Fussy cutting butterflies. What else did we do? I think that was about it for this one. And I did a different title just because of what I was scrapbooking. This is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Haight-Ashbury. If you're a little bit older, you probably will be. It's a famous street in San Francisco that pays homage to the hippie past of San Francisco. So this is kind of where the hippies gathered in 1969. And so that's that layout. This is another 2-page layout, and I had originally did it so that I could make it into 2 1-page layouts, but I'm going to leave it together because these photos do all work together. Oh, you can see a bit of my other layout there. And this one is of the street art from Seattle in, this one's Pike Place Market, like the storefront. And these ones are in the streets. These are like actually from the back alleys of Seattle. Like there's literally art everywhere you go. It's amazing. So anyways, that's the story I told here. So that's that one. And then this one is a single page layout where we did, oh, and I forgot to talk about what did we learn in this class? We did stenciling again and fussy cutting of the flowers and then just embellishing. Like it wasn't anything earth shattering, but just look how pretty it is. It's just so pretty. Anyway, and then this one is stenciling a color on a cardstock. And if I was going to do this again, I think I would go with like a darker, instead of like putting the blue-green on top of the yellow, I think I would have gone with, it was actually a blue on top of the yellow. It looks greenish because it's on yellow. I think that I probably would have gone with a tone on tone. So I would have taken like a darker yellow color and did this, but that's just my preference. I wanted to try what Vicki was doing so that I could see if I like it. So anyways, this was just a little bit of a different take on stenciling. So you know how when you're doing stenciling, you try to not get those edges into your stenciling so that it looks like a continuous kind of messy thing. Here she actually used the little line to as kind of part of the layout, right? So that was a little bit of a different take. I like it. And this is more San Francisco art. We went to a restaurant and they asked us if we would take a table in the back alley, and we were like, yeah, sure, whatever. And who knew that the view would be so beautiful in the back alley, but we sat next to these huge picture windows that showed into this art gallery that was just full of beautiful color and inspiration. And so I tried to take a couple of pictures without being too obvious, but yeah, there we are. And then this layout had 0 mixed media. It was just using the color study collection, and just using the like mixed media papers that were already in there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And this is all about my favorite thing to do at the aquarium when we go. This was Vancouver Aquarium. I love the jellyfish. They're my fave. Okay, so this kit was made with the Color Study collection by Vicki Boutin, which it's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys saw it when it came out, but it was really hard for me not to buy everything because it was just so gorgeous. I did treat myself with a few sheets of it, and I actually did some layouts with it back when Vicki was posting some free classes during COVID. And so I do have a little bit of that left. Anyways, this is what's left in the kit. So there's this sticker book, which has so many stickers actually inside. Amazing. And then this little, I feel like this is a very usable piece and it coordinates with the collection. This is the 6x12 sticker sheet, cardstock stickers. And we used actually quite a bit of them in those layouts, but there's still plenty left to go around. We got 2 exclusive stencils in this class. So these are designed by Vicki, but I don't think you can buy them anywhere. They were just, if you took the class, you got them, which is kind of cool. And then I have quite a bit left over of this, these stickers from the collection called the Details Puffy stickers. And then this is, so when they went to build the class kits, they could not get their hands on any of the die cut pieces from American Crafts. And so what they did was they got American Crafts to send them, they bought like the printable version. And so they sent us these printables on 8.5 by 11 sheets, and we had to cut them out. So they were essentially the, like what would have been the die cuts from the die cut packs, but they had to be printed. So they're images from the collection, and we just had to cut out our own. And they were printed on some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful presentation paper. So I need to find out what kind of paper that was and get my hands on some, because that is amazing. And then, so this is what I have left, is a couple of arrows, a couple of little word strips, oops, a title, some flowers, a crayon box, and a camera. And then when we did there was like a sheet of tags, so you can see one here, one here, one here, a bunch here, and one here. So there's those. These were the ones that were left over from that sheet that didn't get used in the layouts that we made, so there's still tags there. These are just some tiny strips of paper that were left over from some of the cutting, fussy cutting. Then we have some of these like scallop thingies that I had left over from when we were making those scallop sheets. And then from those scallops, the ones that I couldn't use, I punched some stars, because I thought on the back side was this yellow star paper. So I punched some stars. You could use them on this side too. They're kind of cool, right? And then I have still some leftover fussy cut flowers from when I fussy cut the flowers for this layout here. I used most of them, but there's still a few left here. And then the fussy cut butterflies from the first layout, right? I still have a lot left of those. So that was, you know, this class involved some fussy cutting, which some people don't like, but I actually did it ahead of time because I like fussy cutting. It's something I can do while I watch TV with my husband. So there's that, and those, and then these little bits and pieces. So I'm just going to tuck those back into this. I just grabbed a bag that I had in my, I don't throw these away. I keep them in a little box, and I just grabbed one out and put those in there. So those are kind of the embellishment parts that I still have left. And then this is what I have left for paper. I have a bunch of these branding strips and from the various papers that we used. Another. And then I have like just small narrow scraps that are kind of like border strips too. And then I have like I didn't fussy cut all the butterflies. So I don't know if I would use the butterfly side or the purple side, but I have lots of butterflies there, so I'm not going to cut any more unless I feel like I need them. And then just like scraps of paper. This one. So I could use those, but I feel like I have lots of embellishments, so I'm not going to fussy cut them out unless I want to use them. I have this sheet, more butterfly, but also some nice purple. This is flowers I could fussy cut, but I feel like I still have some flowers left. And then there's the green. Here's the other half of that color wheel circle that we used on the last layout, and on the other side is this red. And then I have a couple of full sheets left. So I have this pink one with the polka dot on the back, and this blue one with the sunburst, which I love this. This would be so easy, hey, just to put a photo here and just like perfect layout. And then there's a couple more pieces of foundations paper. So I am going to put those into I have like a drawer for my mixed media stuff right beside me. And that's where I keep my foundations paper. So I'm just going to slide it in there so that it's there and not taking up bulky space in my storage, because I want to add something to this kit that's going to take up some space as it is. So this is the one sheet of cardstock that we didn't use that coordinates with the collection. So that's what's left over here. Now at the beginning I also mentioned that I had bought some of the color study stuff, and I went back to my stash and looked for what do I actually own from color studies. So I bought these on clearance not too long ago, a couple packs of them. So I just slid both sheets into the one package. So I have those. I don't think this is from Color Study, but it's Vicky Bouton, and you can color them whatever color you want. So I would just match them up with my Distress inks and color them that way. I have this sheet, and I don't think this is from Color Study. I think it's from Kaleidoscope. So here's what I think happened. I think I thought I bought Color Study, but I actually bought Kaleidoscope. I don't know. Or I used up the Color Study, but I do have some Color Study stuff. So this, I have the stencil, one of the stencil packs from Color Study. It has these cool circles, these dots, and this like color wheel one. So I'm putting that in the kit. I have this sheet, which is the chipboard thickers from the collection. And it's called All This Happiness. And then I have this, and I also don't think this is from Color Study, but it is a Vicky Bouton piece, and I'm going to put it in there too because it goes with this stuff. And then I have what I thought was Color Study, but I think it's all Kaleidoscope. So I think in my mind, because the colors were similar, I might have already mixed them together, but like, look how they go together. I'm just gonna keep them all together. And I love this ethereal kind of like cloud paper. And then on the back is this like ombre dot. And then I had this sheet, random, super random, of the Wildflower and Honey. And I'm gonna put that in there too. But I didn't have any sheets of Color Study. So if I did have it, like I thought I had, it's all used up. I might have just bought some of the things from it and decided that was good enough. So, oh boy, now I can't open this package. Okay. So this is the leftovers I had from when I did the free class back in July of 2020. And again with the branding strips, so I'm going to have to do something with branding strips because there's tons of them here. And look at all of that goodness. That just goes to show how much paper I did use. This will probably tell me if any of them are from Kaleidoscope. It's all going to be not. That was from a paper pad. Oh, I wonder if I have a paper pad still. Interesting. I'll have to look. Kaleidoscope. I don't think it's a Kaleidoscope paper pad though. I think it was the Wildflower and Honey. That's just a random strip. Kaleidoscope. So yeah, I think I just had Wildflower and Honey and Kaleidoscope and thought that those bright colors must have been Color Study because Color Study is so beautiful and colorful, but so are these other collections. So anyways, that's what I have left over there. And then this strip, beautiful. But also look how it matches. Like, is that not perfect or what? And then I have some smaller bits and pieces. So I have those. And I'm just going to take out like these smaller ones. And I'm going to put them right here with the other cut aparts and fussy cutting that I did here. So these look like cut apart banners. Cut aparts, cut aparts, cut aparts. And see, like I think I'm just going to put this Color Study sheet on the top. So that you can see that it really, like, the colors really do go together. So it'd be easy to like make some layouts. This is more cut aparts, cut aparts. Cut aparts, cut aparts. Yep. And then some smaller strips and bits and pieces. I'll probably make some punched shapes out of those. And there we go. So I'm gonna keep the scrap, the tiny scraps in with these narrow scraps. Is this a cut apart? No, it's just paper. So I think this is a cut apart. And I'm going to put these narrow scraps back into this package that I had from the last Vicky class that I took. Actually, the last class I took from her, I think, was a mini album class, and she didn't use her own products. She used, I want to say Jen Hatfield's, maybe. Something like that. More that mood and feel anyways. And I'm going to leave that there. These are going to go with the cut aparts. I've also taken classes with her live. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I took one at a scrapbook store here, or well, not here, but in Edmonton. The first time I felt like I was losing my marbles in that one because it was so wild. So fast. She just worked so hard to cram everything in. And it was awesome. I learned a ton, but man, it was fast paced. Okay, so then I'm going to put all these little punched hearts and stuff into here. And these other fussy cut gold butterflies, those were not Vicky, but I remember not having the sheet that she was using and finding this vellum sheet in my stash and deciding that was good enough. So that's what I used. And they're neutral, so they definitely go with that. And these are all little punched hearts. They can go into this package as well. Oh, they're fussy cut hearts from Kaleidoscope. That's what that is. And that's a random sticker from Close to My Heart, but that's okay. It can go in there too. It's allowed. Okay, so there we have it. We have that now, like a whole embellishment pack, some strips. We can get rid of this bag because it's extra. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 full sheets of paper, and then we have these partial sheets. Like, see how even though this like Wildflower and Honey is not like an exact match with the Craft and whatever, but look at on the other side, like that's like pretty much, right? Definitely gonna go in there. I did have another one of her collections, and I can't remember what it was called now, but it was a different mood and feel. Anyways, I decided not to pull anything from that. And here we go. So now this is going to become a collection kit. So again, I'm going to grab that bag, and I am going to tuck that in to here. Now I'm having a thought about adding something else. So maybe I'll just pause the video here and go see if I can find what I'm thinking about, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so what I went looking for was this paper pad that I bought. It was from the Let's Wander collection, technically, but it's just ready to use mixed media paper. So basically, Vicky did all the work for us. And it's just got all these gorgeous, already done mixed media pages that you can add more mixed media to, or you can just use them as they are. So I picked out 3 of those. I chose this blue one, and I chose this striped one, and I chose this rainbow one. So those are also going to go into that collection for backgrounds. And if I wanted to go to that paper pad later, this is a good representation to remind me that that's something I can do. Because there is a ton of embellishment stuff in here. I have, how many did I count? 3? 1, 2, 3 packs of thickers, 1 pack of cardstock, 6x12 cardstock stickers. I have these color your own stickers. I have 5 stencils. I have this rub on. I have 2 packs of these. I have this amazing book, sticker book, and I have this whole pack of like punched pieces and fussy cut pieces and what were meant to be embellishment bits. So I think that's lots to work with. So that is it for this class number 2. I just need to photograph these layouts and put them into my stack of layouts completed for the month of November 2021. And then that's it for this collection kit. And then this will go in the same box that I put the last collection kit in. So this will go in with collection kit because I feel like it's a collection of color study / Vicky Bouton's beautiful collections. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. Hit the show more button under the video description if you would like to find links to some of the things that we talked about today. And if you have a question or comment, just leave it down below and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. If you would like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone.